on Saturday morning, 38 ultra-modern and eye-catching vehicles took part in the Rac Future Car Challenge. The event, in its second year, showcased the latest hybrid and electric vehicles. Celebrity drivers included Damon Hill, Robert Llewellyn, Gordon Murray, Mark Goodyear and Quinton Wilson.
I think this is a fun challenge, and I am a 10-year believer in electric vehicles. I'm driving that British Gas Leaf, but I have a couple of Nissan Leafs that we use to get around London. My wife drives one and I drive the other one, and I firmly believe that, especially for local driving, they are the future. They said last year most of the cars that were driving this were hybrids or petrol vehicles with low CO2. This year, more than half of the vehicles are electric vehicles.
I'm driving from here into the centre of London today using the minimum amount of energy possible. And which is what all the vehicles here are doing. So it's actually the exactly opposite of a fast race. It's not necessarily a slow race, but it's a race to use the least amount of fuel or whatever it is. So there's hydrogen cars, there's electric vehicles, there's the one I'm driving, which is a plug-in hybrid. If we're going to keep having cars in our lives, they've got to change. I mean, we're using steam age technology to make them go along at the moment, and we need to move on. And it's tragic that it's taken this long. You know, it's a real tragedy. So I've always been interested in the kind of engineering aspects of it and the scientific aspects of it. But to put it very, very simply, the best, most brilliant modern petrol engine is about 25% efficient. And that simply means that 75p of every pound you put in your car is totally wasted, doesn't move you along, which just strikes me as being dumb. And the worst electric motor is 80% efficient. So 80 pence of every pound you put in an electric car moves you along the road. And it's that simple equation. You go, just stop with the old vroom nonsense. You know, and all the men who go, oh, I couldn't bear it without the noise of the throbbing thrust of my internal, you know, well, grow more facial hair and just wander off into the sunset. You know, we have to change.
Here at the show, driven by Mr. Damon Hill. Good morning, sir. I just told you all.
I think it's actually a stroke of genius attaching the Future Car Rally alongside the Veteran Car Rally. I mean, you couldn't get two more contrasting events if you tried. Whatever you may think about cars, and I personally prefer the old style, they're much more characterful. It's a shame, but we are going into the more streamlined electric motors, and I think they are the cars of the future. We will be seeing a lot more of those.